Well, I'll just come right out and say it. I'm annoyed, pissed off, not in a very good mood. I had a good day. However, I'm hungry. I have a commitment. And I'm upset because I have to do this now when I want to eat, when I want to eat with, I'm like really, really hungry right now, but I have to make this video. It's no one's fault but my own. I would have woken up early. Oh my god, I'm so hungry, like I feel nauseous, like my stomach literally hurts. If I would have done this earlier, it would be out of the way. I woke up at 2 p.m. By 2 p.m., I could have made this video, I could have edited, I could have posted, and then done everything else that I did today. Actually, that's a lie. Actually, that's the truth, yeah. And also, I would have studied. I would have read on the character that I need to develop. But see, that got pushed. This video got pushed. And this feeling of annoyance and this bad feeling that I have right now is caused by nobody other than myself. Because if I don't have an external factor requiring me to get up early, I won't. And these are the consequences, and I'm over it. I don't want to be upset, I don't want things to slip through my fingers. I don't want to put off the things that are important to me because I don't have time to get to them during the day. So if I don't apply that pressure to going to bed and waking up early, it's going to keep happening, and I'm just always going to be upset, and I'm not going to do the things that are important to me because I'll just have barely enough time to get to the bare essentials of whatever needs to be done that day. So I'm going to make this video, and it kind of sucks because honestly I did have a nice day,
Businesses to run, it's hard. But what I also found is 2 keys. Number 1 is discipline. Apply discipline to take care of yourself. The other one is communication, and this is really important because I found if you get curious and you communicate with people around you like, hey guys, I need some help finding my balance, you'd be surprised how fast people come to help you. You gotta take care of the thing that allows you to do what you do. And that thing is you, so take care of you and find that balance. I've learned this over time. I've learned it through experience. It's taken me a while. It's taken me years, but I have learned the power of intention, the power of purpose, and having real purpose and drive behind your thought process is, when you have that level of intentionality and you have real drive and purpose behind what you do, what you say, how you act, on the other side of that, you are slowly defining day by day your legacy. So think about that for a second, right? You think about the legacy, because that's one of the words that can often get lost. In any event, power and purpose, find your intention, let's set it today, and let's fucking go. What are the keys to success? What's your secret to success? Well, there really is no secret. I think it's the same basic building blocks and tenets that we all know. Surround yourself with high quality people who believe in the same values and principles and philosophies that you do, and not just in business as entrepreneurs, but just as human beings. You want to treat people right, treat them good, make them feel good. Think big, think outside of the box, be disruptive with your thoughts. And remember, just because something's never been done before doesn't mean it can't be done. It just means we haven't figured out a pathway on how to get it done, and we will get it done. I always like to say, too, it's nice to be important. It's more important to be nice. Now, the B-side to that is every once in a while you got to tell somebody to f*** off. As you guys know, football was my dream. My goal was to make it in the NFL and then go on and play in the Super Bowl. And football gave me purpose, especially at a time when I needed it, especially here in Hawaii. As a teenager, I was running around here. I was f***ing up all the time. I was getting arrested. So football gave me purpose. That didn't work out for me, but of course, pro wrestling gave me life. But the thing I want to share with you is sometimes the thing we want most in life is the best thing that never happened. It's like the dreams that don't come true, because it sets us on a path and gives us blessings we never otherwise would have anticipated. It's about drive, it's about power. We stay hungry, we devour. And we have some things to fix, and we're going to get there. I'm optimistic. I'm always optimistic. We got to have faith. We got to keep putting in the work. And I do believe we're going to get there. We'll get there. We'll definitely get there. And as I always like to say, you guys have heard me say this in the past, look, I don't give a shit what color you are, where you come from, what religion you practice, what you identify as, what your bank account says, what car you drive, where you live, what part of the country you live in. It doesn't matter to me. I don't give a shit. The only thing I care about is whether or not you are a good, hard-working, decent, kind human being who treats other people fairly, and you're inclusive, because everybody is created equal. And of course, if you're always willing to put in that hard work with your own two hands, I got a saying, as you guys know, it's one of my favorite. It's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. They want to understand what's inside of me, what makes me tick, what's between my rib cage, what's up here between my ears. Well, not a lot up here, but there's a lot going on down here. And we use words like hope and optimism, and I said, yes, I'm hopeful and optimistic by nature, but let's underscore tenacity, and you've got to have a passionate, burning desire to get after your goals. And I believe when you take that kind of action with tenacity and purpose, the universe will meet you halfway. It might not happen overnight, but incrementally with consistency, it will happen. So get after your goals, use tenacity, hope and optimism for sure. Have a productive week. Let's fucking go.
It doesn't matter how hard you work, I'm willing to work harder than you.
And I know every motherfucker ain't gonna do what I'm gonna do. That's how you level up.
Don't stop being average when your potential is crying to come outside and do more than that.
No one will outwork me. No one.
It's so easy to be great nowadays, my friend, because most people are weak. Most people don't want to go that extra mile. Most people don't want to find that extra because it sucks.
Of course, talent without work is nothing.
You gotta be hungry. People that are hungry are willing to do the things today others won't do.
There's no excuse not to be the hardest motherfucking worker in the room.
You have to want it. Life is gonna be hard. No one said it was supposed to be easy. Life isn't fair. Sometimes you just gotta do it alone. What do you do? How do you live? How do we get through it? You got to stand up. You gotta get up. The path that you have chosen was never designed to be easy. Some people want it easy, but I dare you to go the hard way. What do we do with the life that has been given? How do we face the circumstances that have been brought before us? Do we give up? Do we stand up? Do we push through? Those are the questions that we ask each and every day when we are faced with adversity. Hard times create tough mass. Tough mass creates tough characters. But you got to carry on. So when it gets tough, you gotta get tougher. When you're standing on your own 2 feet and the storm is coming in, you still gotta stand. And sometimes you just gotta stand alone. Greatness requires work. And hard work is how you get it. You don't give up because it's hard. You don't give up because it's challenging. You don't give up on you. Let the hard work begin. So when you're standing alone, make sure you stand with a pure heart, with a great mindset, because there's no one like you. There's nothing that can stop you. No one can do the things that you do. No one can stand like you do. You have to keep going. You have to be truthful to who you are inside. It was never designed to be easy. Don't give up. Go for it.
People tell me all the time, it's hard to get wealthy. It's hard to grind. It's hard to be focused. How do you even do these speeches? It's hard to stay motivated. It's hard to stay broke. It's hard to stay depressed. It's hard to stay governed by anxiety. It's hard to be inconsistent. It's hard not to have daily disciplines. It's hard not to believe in yourself. It's hard to be broke. It's hard to be poor. It's hard. It's all hard. So choose your heart. You either gonna work for it, you're gonna sit there and let life knock you down and dare you to get back up. It's hard to practice perseverance. It's hard to practice compassion and forgiveness. It's hard to set personal goals. It's hard to take care of yourself. It's hard to be broke. It's hard to live in forgiveness.
Okay. 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 So, I either take on this harder schedule or just this more disciplined way of living where bedtime is bedtime, wake up time, and I have an easy life. And I make time for the things that are important, right? And I can actually plan and put together who I want to be. I can make time to cultivate that person. Or I do what I feel, whenever I feel. Wake up when I feel, go to bed when I feel, and then whatever I have time for that day is what I do. And whatever I didn't have time for, oh well. And I just become a product of that. And my life becomes a product of that as well. My body, my career, my finances all become a product of doing whatever I was feeling. Oh, fuck. I can't have that. I can't have that. Okay. This video needs to be done. This video needs to be done by 10 a.m. every day. That's it. That's the new deadline. That's you cut off time. 10 a.m. It needs to be done by 10 a.m. We'll start there.